Terry's Tips, guys. Get a notebook, get a pen. I have a business funding hack for you. Today we're going to talk about how you can get a commercial address for your business without spending a ton of money, and this is going to help you not only build business credit but qualify for the big money. Somebody say big money, and I'll do my success tip at the end. So real quick tip right here, guys. Looking good on paper not only changed my life but has changed thousands of entrepreneurs, investors, small business owners that I've helped through courses, through coaching, through speaking events. It's helped change their lives too, right? I am a single mother of 3. I retired myself from corporate America at the age of 38 years old by leveraging looking good on paper, guys. And I also was a teen mom at the age of 17, foster care, group homes. This has not always been my life. So when you hear me sound real extra, it's because I'm showing you a proven system, a blueprint, that it does not have to cost you thousands of dollars to actually look good on paper to change your life. So listen up. In this video, I'm going to explain what is a virtual office. I'm going to explain how a commercial office actually helps you not only build business credit but qualify for money. And then I'm going to give you the actual service. Write this down. Opus, O-P-U-S, Virtual Office Solutions. I want to highlight a specific service that is not only trusted but has a proven background, proven record. They have an A+ BBB rating, and I've been working with them for years now. Okay, so how you can get a virtual office, a legitimate virtual office today. So first, Terry, what is a virtual office? I got you covered. So when you are a business owner, entrepreneur, investor, and you're building business credit, you're incorporating even, you're getting your EIN, your business bank account. A lot of times they do not like to see your home address. And honestly, I'm gonna be honest with you, for a lot of business applications, you can't even use a P.O. box. Look, don't shoot the messenger. So this is where having a virtual address that corresponds with a legitimate business corporate address is a way for you to look good on paper, qualify for big money without spending thousands of dollars per month. Guys, a legitimate commercial address, like a physical space, can cost $1,000, $5,000, $50,000. I've seen spaces that cost $20,000 per month. So that does not make a lot of sense for the average person, right? The average small business owner. This is just your side hustle, if you just have a service. So having a legitimate virtual address is a way for you to look good on paper, have a corresponding physical business address, and not spend a ton of money. And nugget right here, for all my newbies, I drop nuggets through my entire video. For all my vets, y'all already know. The money that you invest in a virtual address is a legitimate tax write-off. Come on, somebody. I try to teach high-level strategy. Well, I do. I teach high-level strategy on my channel. So this is where when you invest in a virtual office, this helps you look better on paper, look good on paper to qualify for money. And the money that you invest in a virtual office, a legitimate one, is actually a legitimate tax write-off. You get the money back anyway, okay? So that was a nugget. So how does this help you? Now, I'm just going to say, do not shoot the messenger. When you are applying for big money, I'm talking about the equipment financing, the auto loans, the business lines of credit, the business loans, the SBA financing. I'm just going to be honest with you. They don't like to see your home address. They don't like to see a P.O. box. They don't like to see a UPS address. Now, if you've already started your business and you use your home address or a P.O. box or a UPS address you didn't know before, okay? So now you know, though. When you know better, you do better. So if you're brand new and you were able to see this video first, you have the opportunity to get a virtual address and start from the very beginning with the right kind of corporate address. And if you already started and you do not have a corporate address, a business address, you do have an opportunity to go back and change that, right? There could be a reason why you've maybe hit like you've gotten stagnant, or you've hit a roadblock, or you're starting to get denials and you're unsure why. Now, another nugget right here. Now, this is going to be honest. I'm going to say, especially for my ladies, it's not really safe. Come on, somebody, to have your home address everywhere. Now, if you had to start your business and use your home address, I don't knock it. Look, use what you got to get what you want, right? But when your home address is used for your business, that's on, your website, that's on your social media, that's on your business cards. I don't necessarily want my home address out there for everybody to see. So just beyond looking good on paper and leveraging to build wealth, it's not really wise to have your home address out there where everybody can search it. Remember, the whole point of being a business owner, an entrepreneur, investor, even if you have a full-time job, a career that you love, and on the side, you do nails, you do lashes, you're a landscaper, you're a barber, you're a coach, you're a physical trainer, you have a food truck. Let's say this is the thing you do on the side. You don't want that thing you do on the side to be tied to your home address. I'm gonna leave that right there. So having a virtual address, the right kind of virtual address that corresponds with a legitimate physical commercial address is wise, because it helps you pass the underwriting criteria when the banks are actually looking at, okay, Kim is a personal trainer and she's applying for $50,000 and she needs that for marketing and to hire an assistant. We're going to go ahead and Google her and see, is she a legitimate business? Well, having a commercial address helps you look fundable and credible, which that's a whole thing, guys. Nugget right here. I have a whole video on fundability and credibility. I will link that if you have not seen that yet, or if you're unsure what the heck I'm talking about right here. But having a commercial address is a way for you to look stable, fundable, credible on paper to help you qualify for money long term. Now, nugget right here. Guys, you can actually invest in your virtual address before you incorporate. Huh, Terry? Yes, that means, say I just have an idea. I want my business to be called Terry is the Best Speaker. I just made it up, LLC, okay? Terry's the Best Speaker, LLC. And it's just an idea, right? A vision. Well, I can go ahead and invest with Opus, get a commercial address, and then incorporate my business. And when I go to incorporate my business, give them that actual virtual address already, so that my articles of incorporation, when I get my EIN, when I get my business bank account, all those things actually show my corporate commercial address that I've gotten through a legitimate virtual address. Now, another nugget right here, guys, and the reason why this helps you is because all virtual office services are not created equal. Listen to me. Some of y'all have a virtual office and the corresponding address is a UPS address. The corresponding address is the PO box, and that's why you're getting denied. You should only be using virtual offices that have a corresponding physical commercial address, which leads me to Opus. OPUS. The reason why I absolutely love them is because they are all inclusive. That means that they actually bundle together some services that you're going to need for fundability and credibility into one fee, as opposed to you paying for, a receptionist, and then paying for a phone number, then paying for a fax number, then paying for a virtual office, and putting out and having all those separate fees. They're actually an all-inclusive, which all the virtual office services do not do this. So Opus Virtual Office Solutions, I will put their link in the description and in the pinned comments. Now, why are they all inclusive? Not only do they have over 650 corporate addresses, right? So depending on where you live, if you live in Houston, Texas, if you live in New York, if you live in Philly, hey Philly Jones, if you live in California, right? Then they're going to have a corresponding commercial address in your state, in your city, in your township, in your zip code that is going to work for you. And so they have corporate physical addresses that correspond. Now, how does that help you guys? You can actually go there and pick up your mail. Hello, somebody, this is for real. That means if you're using, listen, I talked about some Net 30 accounts. If you're ordering things from vendors, from Staples, from Amazon, from Grainger, from Crown Office Supplies, and you're mailing all this stuff, you're ordering all these things in your business address, well, you need to get mailed somewhere. Guys, Opus, when you have a virtual office through Opus, you actually have a corresponding physical business address where you can go in there and actually pick up your mail. A lot of their offices actually also have meeting space. Y'all, this is for real. That means, let's say you are a consultant and you're like me, and you actually are using your virtual office. You do 99% of your, your services via Zoom or via phone calls. But let's say you want to have an in-person event. You want to have a meet and greet. You want to have a networking event. There's a VIP client that wants to meet you in person. You can actually use your commercial corporate address and go meet them in person. A lot of their corporate addresses, guys, actually have physical meeting space. But the thing I love the most is that they have phone numbers, they have fax numbers, and they have a live she ain't gonna be as live as me, live receptionist to answer the phones. You know how professional that looks when somebody calls your business phone number and a live receptionist answers? Come on, somebody. And now obviously it's during business hours, right? They even have a service, guys, where if somebody leaves a voicemail, it can transcribe the voicemail to your email. Let me make sure I didn't forget anything else. So why Opus Virtual Office? I like them because they are trusted. They have physical corresponding business addresses. I've worked with them and seen them work with people for years. I have a BBB A+ rating, but more importantly, they're all inclusive. And when you actually compare the rate that they have per month to other services like Da Vinci, Regis, Alliance, which they're not bad, but they're not all inclusive, it's actually a much cheaper, I don't like to say cheap because it makes it sound, they're a more affordable service for more things that you get compared to the other virtual offices, okay? So they have no long-term contracts. They have over 650 locations. They will give you a business address. They have call answering. They have the meeting space. You can get your mail there. They also have where voicemails can be transcribed to email. They have a business phone number, a business fax. And I think that the rate is like $99 per month, and that is a business tax write-off. Guys, I'll put the link in the description of this video and in the pinned comments. So, recap, having a commercial address helps you qualify for more money faster. It helps you look credible and fundable on paper, and it helps you pass the underwriting criteria when you're looking to get some more of the big money. And more importantly, anything you invest in a virtual address, a legitimate one, is a legitimate business expense, which is a tax write-off at the end of the year. What did I say? When it becomes a well-oiled machine, the business funds the business, okay, guys? And for my success tip, I want you to ask yourself, so this is a wealth building ministry, and I'm so passionate about what I do because, like I said, God did not mean for us to work, pay bills, and die. And too many of us are living with a poverty mindset. We're living paycheck to paycheck. So as believers, though, we need to change our mindset about money. If you think that money is the root of all evil and wealthy people are evil, then how on earth are you going to build wealth when that's your mindset? I want you to ask yourself, who could you bless if you were living in abundance? Who could you bless if you were living in abundance? This is a wealth building ministry, and we stand on Proverbs 13:22. A good man leaves an inheritance to his children's children. How on earth are you going to leave an inheritance if you haven't done the work to build the wealth and the legacy for your family, for your bloodline? We are breaking generational cycles of poverty. So when you're thinking about building wealth, and you're thinking about legacy, I want you to remember who you're doing it for and why you're doing it, because there's somebody depending on your transformation. And if you were a bad, rotten person before money, well, money's going to magnify that. You're probably still going to be a bad, rotten person. But if you were a good person with a good heart and good intentions and good vision, then when you are blessed with abundance, you're going to be able to help, save, support so many people. And that's what our God meant for us, to live in abundance, to live in prosperity, and to leave an inheritance. Is biblical. So who could you bless if you were living in abundance? Amen.